You're all under hypnosis. I guess they're not really explaining it effectively, so this is what I want to do. These are just almost, I mean, the belief system filtering process is so fast and so automatic that it's almost like your autonomic nervous system. It's a lot of it will occur in the brainstem itself, and it's called efferent suppression, and there's a coordination of this. And you don't need to sit here and learn brain physiology, but I want you to understand that very basic part because it's important, okay? So remember, there are things right in front of your face that you are literally covering up just like your blind spot, and you have gotten proof that your brain can do that with your blind spot. You follow what I'm saying? That dot is there, and you're not seeing it. And it's the lack, and it's not white. Do it on a black piece of paper with a white dot. It'll cover it up with black. It'll take whatever's surrounding it, even complex patterns, and fill it in. Do you understand that? Well, you can be hypnotized to do the same stuff. Literally, people. So you're going to see, what am I going to show you here? There's a picture of George Bush. And when you see what's on his face for yourself, you're going to be like, what? Okay, I didn't see that. But once I show you where it is, now you know what to look for. And this is why I'm a target, because I can break hypnosis. You're going to see it. And now the quality's not very good on the video, but those pictures are available. Just look under Google Image. That's where I got them, so you can get them there too. And you're going to see, unfortunately, David Icke and Alex Jones both have these cues and commands all over them, just like everybody else. Now, I don't really know what that means. Part of me wonders, is this just some sort of algorithm in a computer that puts it on everything? Because I've not seen live pictures. You know what I mean? Like a photo picture on paper that I've held of David Icke or Alex Jones. But these certainly have them. And those pictures got them right off their website. So just in case it's something funky with my computer, like some sort of NSA-loaded spyware to put these subliminal commands, because I know Microsoft Windows has stuff like that. In case they put that stuff on my computer to put into every picture. And I explain more of this on my other upload. I don't want to go too long here. I'm going to lose people. You're just not going to pay attention anymore. You need to see it for yourself. So this is not me coming out saying, hey, everybody, I'm showing you the world. What I'm saying is, hey, this is something I've noticed. There are a lot of other people that I've, collaborated with in person that can see the same things. So what I need to do is get this information out, and it's so crucial that people look at pictures for themselves, the same pictures, and see the same things. Why? Because there are certain, you can project. All right, like I told you before, the brain is not just going to take in chaos. So you can project your own thoughts. Now, the more attuned you get to this, the more used to looking at this you get, the less you're going to do that. The more you break out of the trance. But you can start to project your own interpretation, your own structure resolution, your own pattern resolution onto the picture. Because seriously, what you'll find the more you start looking at this is you can look everywhere, and if you want to, you can see the word sex, for example. You can freaking look at the grass and see the word sex. So your brain can pull that out. So you have to start to make sure that it's really there, and once you start to know what to look for, then you know how to filter out what's there and what is not there. A lot of people have seen it in person here, but now going online, I think it's going to be a very, very crucial thing that people start to collaborate. And here's what people need to do. It would be more credible if, say, a bunch of people happen to look at the same picture without talking to each other, right? And identify the same subliminal messages before they talk to each other. so as not to influence each other and say, hey, this word is right here, go look at this, and then influence. Now, some of them are so obvious that it doesn't matter if you do it or not, but I think to be valid, to make sure people really know what they're looking at, the more samples we get of people saying, look, I found this, and if they start popping up and different people who don't know each other are starting to see the same thing, then to me, that's credible. Okay? And that's very important because the brain does do this. It does project, like I told you before. But that's their veil, you see. They can always say that. They can always refute the argument of subliminal messages. Except for the ones that I highlighted. They're kind of obvious in a lot of cases. Especially if people start waking up, they can't do that anymore. But for the little ones, they can always say, oh, that's just an accident or whatever. But for example, Harry Potter. Now, I just put one still frame of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. It's at 49 minutes and 12 seconds. Now, just that one frame has sex everywhere, like 12 different times. Usually tells you to seek sex. Okay? Seek sex, seek sex. That's what they're telling everybody to do. It's pretty fuzzy. I've already seen how it looks on YouTube, and it's fuzzy, and there's nothing I can do about that. But those pictures, you can find a lot of them. The Prisoner of Azkaban, I just took from a still the movie myself, but any of you that have that DVD or that movie, just pause it. But Harry Potter movies are loaded with it anyway. I mean, for these children's movies, they certainly are promoting sex a lot. And again, how does that work? If you haven't heard my other uploads, it's pretty simple. Your conscious mind will access your subconscious mind for the meaning that you're going to project onto that which you experience with your senses. It could be a picture, an event, a scene, a concept, legislation, whatever. And what you do is you access your subconscious for the meaning that you apply to everything. Because everything you look at is meaning. Okay? Really, you should start to learn the ability to look at this world and not project meaning onto anything if you want to see the truth. But that's a whole nother lesson, and I don't have time to get into that right now. But just know this. This is what you do. This is why beauty's in the eye of the beholder and whatnot. You will filter out things that other people see and add in things that other people can't see. So, again, another reason, just another check as to why many people should be looking into these subliminal messages and starting to, see if we see the same things. Very important. You got to be level-headed. I know this is crazy stuff, man. It really is. But you've got to try to keep a level head and keep some critical assessment skills going when you do this. Okay? Just understand their point of view and where they may put it. You'll start to be able to predict it. You'll start to be able to predict how they do it. Most people have no idea the extreme to which they are programming everybody's mind. The ignorant people will say, oh, well, they taught us that in graphic arts in college. No, sorry, they didn't teach you this. Okay? And anybody that says they do know this and they're fine with it, they know that they're programming people in the way that I'm going to show you, and they're okay with it. Well, you make up your own mind on that one. The thing with Bono, the video went a little bit longer because I really needed to establish why they're doing to Bono what they're doing. And you're going to see this. I couldn't believe it. I had to verify it with many different people because I'm like, am I seeing things? What is this? Is this Michael Jackson all over again? What is this? Except Bono's not as weird as Michael Jackson, so it was more abrupt when I saw this. But wait till you see what's on Bono's face on the cover of Rolling Stone 2005. It blew me away. And that one, you can go right online and get that picture and see it for yourself. And so I needed to really establish what a lot of people probably missed with U2 and Bono. That will be pretty self-evident in the video that I've made. So take a look. Make sure, again, stay level-headed. Verify the images that I'm showing you. See, you're not going to learn anything if you just look at what I show you and say, oh, that's it. Okay? This is what I'm trying to stop. You can't teach a student or somebody or anybody to learn just by getting them to, submit to your opinion. So it's very important that